And be careful out there as you continue this work. Now, let me return to the studio, and we'll also be joined by the Minerals Commission. I want to begin with Francis Kwesi Bonzoh, District Chief Executive of Elembele. He's also one man who has been celebrated for standing against this thing. And in his area where mining goes on, I've been privileged to see some documentation. He clearly resists wrongdoing and ensures that it doesn't happen. We are back to this story, are we not?
We are.
When you look at the footages and the things that it confirms with Prof. Boateng's, report, and you compare with what you are faced with yourself, what do you have to say briefly?
Samson, I think as a nation, we all need to look at this whole issue of Galamsey. We have played ostrich for far too long, and then it's hitting at us. Like you rightly said, it's become an existential threat. And if we, as a nation...
Those of you who want to fight it are being fought.
Well...
You get threatened.
Well, it doesn't deter us from fighting.
That's right.
What I'm trying to say is that it behoves all of us to join the fight.
That's right.
Because at every level, what I know about the illegal mining issue is that it's becoming so much prevalent that even the communities are beginning to accept it. And if you are fighting any socio-economic phenomenon, and the community where it takes place accept it, it becomes a problem. So it might be nice, well, the name calling. I don't think we should be focused on the name calling. Okay. Let's look at the solutions. The problems, you all know it. What are the solutions? I've always said that the issue is about enforcement of our laws. There are very fine laws. The Minerals and Mining Act.
You the DCEs, you are down there, and it's your job, and it's the expectation that you will do it. How do you do it that others are not able to do it? And I just said, I've been privileged to see some documentation from your outfit, where you are clear, categorical, and very patriotic about it, and you stop it.
It's about commitment, and then the knowledge of the laws that are in the country. The challenge we have as the MMDCs at our local level is that I think somewhere in 2019 there was an amendment to the Minerals and Mining Act which prescribes stiffer punishment for illegal mining. That's the right. Minimum offense, the minimum being 5 years imprisonment, which then takes jurisdiction away from the district court. So when you arrest illegal miners, the district court cannot, the large jurisdiction, try them because
they can only deal with what punishment is for 3 years, right?
Yes. So the police, for instance, in my district, in Elembele, we don't have a circuit court. The next circuit court is in Takrade. Imagine you have arrested 4 or 5 illegal miners and the police have to transport them to secondary Takrade. It's a huge logistic challenge for them. So they bring them to the district court under a criminal offense, section 155, where it says that unlawful entry of, which makes it a demeanor. Misdemeanor. So it becomes very difficult tracking them at that level. So the next moment they are out of, and they are granted bail. They go back to there. But if you look at Professor Frimpong Boateng's report, which is the basis of today's, there are a lot of name callings. I don't prescribe to the name calling per se.
All right.
Because like you rightly said, there are rebuttals. So we are almost at the same stage. What do we do to solve it? I think that's where, as a country, we need to focus on. And since the report was issued in, I think, March 2021, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources came out with an operation manual for community mining, which for me, it's the most comprehensive document that you can ever look at. It tackles all the problems that we are faced with as far as fighting illegal mining is concerned. How does it do it? In our communities, especially where there is mining activities, most of the concessions are owned by the big mining companies. So those who want to do small-scale mining and do it legally we are fighting because it's an illegal activity. Why are we not fighting the large-scale mining companies? Because they are doing their operations legally, but which means the Minerals Commission is able to regulate them. It's able to make sure that they do the right things. They don't pollute our water bodies. They don't degrade the environment. They do reclamation. These are the things that...
Right. So I'm taking your preliminary comments. We'll get into the meat of this.